Okay, so guys, this is an untraditional video, but I'm gonna make a video on really the gist version, unprofessional version of how you should be talking to women. All right, for my guys out there, it varies. It varies, and I'm not a dating guru. I'm not a dating god. I'm not a dating coach. Uh, I currently am in a relationship, but I have been called a player back in my day. I'm not bragging about it, but it just is what it is. I'm what most women people consider attractive. So disclaimer, it has been fairly easy for me, but I've had my struggles growing up because I was very inconfident. And that's like the main thing about it. It's really your mindset. It like looks don't matter as much as you think. Like they do matter. They do matter. And that's why I say you need to go to the fucking gym. I'll say this. I'm gonna just get this out the way. Looks do matter. Looks matter. Um, y'all boys out here worrying too much about your hair and looking pretty and trying to look cute. That's very emasculine. I think you care too much. Trying to looks max and all that shit, looks maxing. I think that's very feminine behavior. Um, but I think it's very strong and mature and masculine behavior to care about your hygiene and to care generally about how you look. For example, I get a fade. I know my hair is messy, but I cut my hair, I shave my unibrow, I line up my beard, I oil my beard, I use face wash, I moisturize my face, I hit the gym, I'll put on cologne, I put on deodorant, I have a sense of style, I know how to dress, and that's pretty much about it. Now, am I mewing all day long? Am I doing my hair 4, 5, 6 times a day? And am I putting 10, 12 different products in my hair? Am I putting on makeup? Fuck no, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not gonna put on no damn makeup. The hell? Like, if you care too much about your looks, you've already lost because I've dived into a fair amount of content in my day to learn game because my personality type, I'm an intuitive thinking, judging person. I'm borderline autistic. I am a logical robot. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I barely sense emotions of other people. Actually, no, I'm really good at sensing emotions of other people. I just have trouble giving a fuck about them or knowing what to do with them. Okay? I'll be honest. But I kind of learn, you know, female nature and kind of how women operate in a way or how they think, kind of getting their perspective. And I kind of get the gist of it. And if I were to summarize it in an off the dome sentence, this is how I would summarize it. Women are looking for a good quality, competent, socially calibrated, non threatening, but capable man to dominate them. That's what they're looking for. And when I say non threatening but capable, I don't mean nice guy because women don't want a guy who's nice. And I'm gonna break down nice guy psychology for you real quick. Nice guy psychology is this: I'm gonna be nice to you as a form of manipulation so that you can give me what you want. So I'm gonna sub communicate niceness to you so that you will then give me what I want. Whereas a woman sees a man that does that as weak because you are so unconfident of yourself and you're so incapable of attracting other women that you need to waste your time being nicer than you actually want to be in order to express interest. But we know why we do this is because we were raised by single mothers, especially in the black community. Um, and we're taught through social media that men having sexuality and having uh, men expressing their heterosexuality to be threatening to women and scary, which is a fucking lie. Which is a fucking lie. Excuse my French, because I met some freaks back in my day. All right, they damn near straighter than I am. These women. Okay, so but back on the nice guy syndrome, it's like you're you're subconsciously think that in order to get something from someone, you need to be nice, and by nice it means soft in a way that you don't offend them, that you don't leave any space to like offend them, or you don't leave any space to like kind of make yourself authentically known, which authenticity is naturally rigid. So to be smooth in all areas and facets of what you would call it, of communication and social integration is unnatural, right? You adopt that in order to elicit a sense of what's the word? I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting so many words. To elicit a sense of uh, obligation in the emotions of a woman, of reciprocation in the emotions of a woman, and hoping that reciprocation comes in the form of sex and comes in the form of like erotic interest, and that's just not how they work. That's just not how they work. You don't do that. You don't do that. What you do is you be honest. Now I'm not saying be honest and sit up here and say, "Hey Sally, I want to fuck." You don't do that shit, bro. You don't do that. And I could break that down. The reason you don't do that is because, well, back in the 1300s or whatever, you can go back as far as you want it. Women were forced into intercourse fairly often. So if you are a sexually aggressive man, it doesn't matter if you're attractive. You could be Michael B. Jordan. It elicits fear in women. It elicits fear in women. You have to be indifferent. And this stuff is really like there's a huge rabbit hole. Not a rabbit hole, but it goes down really deep. So I'm not gonna talk too much about all these different topics. But in terms of breaking the nice guy barrier, women want you to be polarizing. They want you to be authentic in yourself. I'm so abundant in myself and so indifferent to the outcome that I'm willing to be honest. But I'm not honest in a way that's blunt and disrespectful and elicits fear. I'm socially calibrated, so I know how to flirt and get to the point without having to actually say, I want to fuck. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying that. It just depends on what stage y'all are at. If you just meet this woman in the grocery store, you probably shouldn't say some shit like that. But if she's at your crib and she's laying up on you, or y'all are out, y'all getting drinks and y'all getting touchy, I think it's okay to say that. I think it's okay to communicate that you have interest in her. And men are scared to do this. And the reason why y'all scared to do this is because y'all don't understand that women realize that you're straight. See, y'all think women are dumb. Y'all think women don't know that you want to sleep with them. Something is wrong with you if you don't want to sleep with them. Or something's wrong with her. Maybe she's ugly. But otherwise, that's how many guys get friend zoned. Is because they don't know how to be polarizing and to just talk to them. They don't know how to be polarizing and to just be exactly who they are, but in a very socially calibrated way. And the way to become socially calibrated is like, yeah, okay, yeah, you can read books. Yeah, you can watch videos like this, but it's to actually go out. It's to actually go out and to have friends, to go to a bar, or just strike a conversation with people or read different books. You have to get that knowledge yourself. You know. But there's so many layers to how to talk to women. But if there's anything that you should take away with it, it's be polarizing. And if you're polarizing, you're not nice. You're basically saying, "Hey, yeah, like for example, yeah. So what do you like to do? You know, try and talk about some shit that's like that'll lead to y'all going out. Okay, great. Yeah, like I should get your number. We should go out sometime. Like you can be direct. Like get to the point. Get to the point of what it is that you're trying to do. Why you're talking to her. Have a goal in mind. Don't waste your time. You got shit to do. So, but guys, I'm not gonna drone on too long with this video for real. Um, that was a very loosely formatted video, but I do hope that y'all got something out of it. For y'all young guys out there that are struggling with chicks, the reason why women are so important, and this is something that y'all can like come to realize once you become fully integrated as a man. I'm still integrating to this day. But the day you realize as a man that women are fundamentally important to your life because you are a man, they are your other half. Literally in the Bible, Eve spawned from the rib of Adam. Maybe scientifically that's not possible or not, but with God's power, anything's possible. So who really cares? But symbolically, you can literally say that your creator is stating that they are your other half. They are your other half. If you don't know how to navigate that life, that part of you, you are not doing yourself a service mentally. You need to have some romance in your life. You need to. There's nothing cool about being an alpha male who just frowns all day and hits the gym. There's nothing fucking cool. I lived that life. I swear to God, bro. I did not get to this point messing with shawties. Chike was alone at one point. This fly really fuck with me. Damn, bro. This racist fly, bro. He said this fly said it's Africa, ain't it? Chill out. Uh, there's nothing cool about that. You have to integrate that part of yourself. Part of fitness is mental health. Part of mental health as a man is women, your relationship with women. It's all the same system. It's all the same system. So you gotta work that shit out. And that's what I want to help y'all do. Uh maybe one day I could like make a video of like best books to read for this sort of issue. I do see that y'all fuck with the content about dating and relationships because like that's just everyone's concerned about that. That's why this shit blows up because everyone's concerned about what to do with dating and relationships. Man, I still struggle to this day, and I have a girl. I still struggle to this day, with her because we got it's a long story, long distance military type shit. You know what I mean? But not to put my business out there, but it's just like you I really hope that you're not one of those guys that are sitting up here saying, MGTOW, I don't need women, XYZ. It's as ridiculous as women saying, oh, I don't need men. It's stupid as fuck. That's dumb. If you want to be a man who lives in a world without women, go to prison. Go to prison. All right. And you tell me how you like that. Because I know one thing. It sure as hell won't be me. All right, guys. But that's it, just GK. Signing out, man. I'll holler back at you, man. Peace.